Hello, my name is Ryan Thompson, and today I present to you a story of sweet creativity and adventurous risk-taking. I give you the invention of the chocolate chip cookie. Ruth Graves Wakefield was born on June 17, 1903 in East Walpole, Massachusetts, into a family that placed a strong emphasis on education. She earned a degree in food and nutrition from the University of Massachusetts in 1924. Following her graduation from the school's Department of Household Arts that same year, Ruth worked as a dietitian and food lecturer. In 1930, she published Ruth Wakefield's Recipes, Tried and True, a cookbook that saw 39 printings over time. Soon after publishing her cookbook, Ruth married Kenneth Wakefield, a business manager. In the 1930s, the couple purchased an old house in Whitman, Massachusetts, which was originally intended to be part of the toll road connecting New Bedford and Boston. They decided to capitalize on the historic location by opening the house as a small inn, naming it the Toll House Inn. Ruth, known for her hospitality and culinary skills, had no trouble creating a menu for the inn's guests, featuring recipes passed down from her grandmother as well as her own creations. The inn's reputation and Ruth's cooking quickly gained popularity, especially her desserts, which obviously kept guests returning for more. When the Toll House Inn first opened, it only had 7 tables, but it soon expanded to accommodate up to 60 tables as its popularity began to grow and grow. In 1938, Ruth Wakefield was experimenting in the kitchen of the Toll House Inn, as any innovator would, trying to create a new dessert for her guests. At the time, she was preparing her popular butter drop dew cookies, a longtime favorite at the inn. However, an unexpected setback occurred when she realized she had run out of baker's chocolate. Thinking quickly, Ruth substituted it with broken pieces of Nestle's semi-sweet chocolate bars. She expected the chocolate to melt like baker's chocolate always does, but to her surprise, it did not. Instead, the pieces held their shape, creating little pockets of chocolate throughout the cookie. The result was a delicious new creation. The chocolate chip cookie was invented. Guests at the Toll House Inn quickly fell in love with this new cookie, requesting them regularly as a treat. Word obviously spread really fast about this unique recipe, which Ruth named Toll House Crunch Cookies. The inn began featuring them in advertisements, and Ruth even included the new recipe in an updated version of her cookbook. Betty Crocker, who was a popular radio host at the time, featured the cookies on her show, and soon Ruth's recipe was then published in a Boston newspaper. As an entrepreneur and innovator, Ruth's creation left a lasting mark on the baking world. Bakers from all over the region began buying Nestle's semi-sweet chocolate bars so that they could make a version of the famous cookie themselves. As demand began to grow, Nestle responded by pre-scoring the chocolate bars to make them easier to cut for everybody. It wasn't long before Nestle switched to packaging chocolate in chip form, and chocolate chips then became a staple in American kitchens. In 1939, Ruth Wakefield made a deal with Nestle to have her chocolate chip cookie recipe printed on the back of their chocolate bars. And with her entrepreneurial spirit and mindset, Ruth granted Nestle the rights to her recipe only in exchange for a lifetime supply of chocolates from them. To this day, Nestle still continues to print both her recipe and the Toll House story on the back of every package of their chocolate chips. Ruth Wakefield demonstrated a strong entrepreneurial mindset throughout her life in several ways. Her ability to spot opportunities, take calculated risk, and adapt to changing circumstances played a crucial role in turning a simple kitchen experiment into one of the world's most beloved treats. Ruth's decision to experiment with recipes at the Toll House Inn reflects her entrepreneurial drive as well as her mindset. Rather than sticking to a traditional meal, she sought creative ways to surprise and delight her guests with new desserts. When her chocolate chip cookie invention gained popularity, she recognized the potential to share it beyond the inn, turning a local treat into a global phenomenon. But Ruth really wasn't afraid to think outside the box. Instead of just making a cookie, she transformed the way people thought about chocolate and baking as a whole. By simply breaking a bar of chocolate into small pieces, she created a new texture and flavor, which then led to the invention of the chocolate chip cookie. Ruth's entrepreneurial spirit alone also shone through when she negotiated a deal with Nestle to print her recipe on their chocolate bars. This collaboration was a very smart move from her, and that gave her recipe a widespread exposure while allowing Nestle to also profit from these chocolate sales. It was a mutual beneficial partnership that significantly expanded the reach of her now famous cookie. Overall, Ruth Wakefield's entrepreneurial mindset was characterized by creativity, strategic thinking, risk-taking, and a deep passion for sharing something new with the world. Here in this picture, Ruth is shown with her daughter, Mary Jane Wakefield, in the year 1953. Ruth is demonstrating to her how to display a batch of her famous Toll House cookies. The impact of the chocolate chip cookie has been nothing short of a delightful surprise. It quickly became one of the most beloved baked goods in the United States and over time gained global popularity, inspiring countless variations and adaptations. In the 1950s, Nestle introduced their Nestle Toll House chocolate chips that was named after Ruth's Inn, which helped solidify the cookie status within popular culture. The legacy of Ruth Wakefield was nothing short of extraordinary. She became a significant figure in American food history. Despite the cookie's global popularity, Ruth remained humble, always attributing her innovation to a simple experiment within the kitchen. She continued to bake and share her recipes, inspiring generations of home bakers to come. Ruth passed away on January 10, 1977. Her story is a testament to how sometimes an accidental mistake can lead to something extraordinary. In 1969, a little before her passing, Ruth donated her cookbook collection to her college, further contributing to her legacy. Ruth's ability to transform her success into a lasting legacy reflects her entrepreneurial spirit and her mindset. By associating her chocolate chip cookies with the Toll House name, she created a lasting piece of food culture. Thank you.